Saw you paint a picture of a face, a face that wasn't even close to mine. I know I shouldn't be in love, but it's so hard to move on. You haven't changed, you stayed the same. But if you did, I'd still love you anyway. I'd give you the world like I promised I would, even though you wouldn't do the same. I'd give you the world like I promised I would, even though you wouldn't do the same. Had this conversation more than 10 times. After 9, I still wish you were mine. Haven't ate in 7 days, 'cause I've been up till 6 a.m. Wrote 5 songs all just for you. 3 of them I can't bear listening to. I'd give you the world like I promised I would, even though you wouldn't do the same. I'd give you the world like I promised I would, even though you wouldn't do the same. I'd do anything you want me to, 'cause I love you.
Cheers. Here's to another year.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's pretty good, eh? This is our wrap-up video for year 2. We've done, obviously 2 years on the road since we quit our jobs and went to semi-retirement life. And it's been pretty good so far, eh?
Been pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Yeah, definitely recommend. But yeah, so anyone who's started watching the channel in the last year, we did a very similar journey the year before, because we're not about doing lap after lap after lap around Australia. This is just about changing our life to a semi-retired life, and basically the motto is like living life on our own terms. So we get to do and pick and choose whatever we want to do. If we need to work, we work. If we don't need to work, we don't work. So obviously now is November, and I think this time last November we were in Augusta.
Nearly, yeah.
So we spent a bit of time down in Augusta at Kenny's place. We bought a brand new outboard for the dinghy. Do you want to start it?
Don't forget the coffee. Oh, nah, you should.
Huh?
You should.
Right. It's on. Chokes out. How quiet is that?
It's so quiet. That was awesome.
No fumes. What's going on here? No, good. Oh, still got the choke out, my bad. Testing that out, did some dives down there, catch up with Kenny and Cleve and the old man, and then in December I worked for a month back at my old job, just helping them out. Did Christmas down in the southwest, and then did the farm sit again, which we'd done 2 years in a row out at Arthur River for Simon and Lucy. So yeah, that went well again, that was awesome. Did a little South Coast mission after a couple more weeks work, and then started our migration north after we started the first ever herring slaying world championship. So from October 2022 to end of October 2023, pick 3 favourite moments.
3 favourite moments.
Yeah.
Do you have yours written down?
Yeah.
You go first.
I'll go. Couple of random ones.
But then if I go second, then mine will sound like I'm copying.
Well, a couple of them I don't think you were here anyway. You were at that moment.
Okay.
You are my favourite moment.
Oh, wow.
Favourite / funniest moment, when we were down in Augusta last year, we're out on the old man's boat with Kenny and Cleve, I was, and there was a squid hanging around the boat. I did not have a squid jig at all on the boat, and the squid was hanging around doing laps around the boat and following our fish, trying to attack the fish. Fuck! Fuck! Got no squid jig. What an amateur. No.
Look at him going for the whiting.
You might hook him. Oh, he took the whiting.
Fuck him. Did you take the whiting? Yeah.
Shit. So I ended up jagging it in the arse with a little tiny worm hook. Jagged it, and then Kenny landed it in Bucketo Bill. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Have you?
Yeah,
Oh.
like jagged him.
Brilliant.
Oh, Kenny! We got it. So that was pretty awesome. It was something probably never happened the rest of my life. Also, I reckon it was cool. We camped with the Anguses at Warra for the week, which was pretty good. Even though we got blasted with wind, it was just good to be able to go camp sort of off grid and remote with some friends, because we only ever do that. So it was good just to be able to, not just overnighters and stuff like that, be able to actually set up and just chill out for a whole, nearly a week with them. So that was awesome. That was probably one of my favourites. And definitely the week at Quabba with Alan and Lynn. And Alan and Lynn we met the year before at Bremer Bay. We just happened to be camped next to them in a caravan park when we were waiting for parts for the caravan hitch that we broke. And then we'd seen each other on the beach salmon fishing, and then we're like, we know each other. And and then we got chatting, and we'd sort of worked out we both liked fishing, started talking about different places and bits and pieces. And then Al had mentioned that he does a lot of balloon fishing, and said if we were up there at a certain time of the year, call in. And it didn't happen last year, it happened this year. So the moons aligned and we got epic weather. It was unreal fishing, just one of those weeks that that'll definitely go down for the rest of my life as one of the best weeks fishing I've ever had. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, and
it was so
that's
good.
part of the thing I've loved about traveling is meeting those people that you just click with, and you're just like, this is awesome. And also, same sort of deal, our Walpole trip.
You said 3, that's 4.
This is 4, alright. I wrote it in my phone, and I actually had 5, but yeah. I can cut one out. And the Walpole trip, we only spent 3-4 nights there. Something like that.
2 nights, wasn't it?
No,
3 nights.
3 nights maybe.
3 nights.
3 nights, yeah. We only had 3 nights there. So yeah, that was awesome, and that was just before the Hazard Slaying World Champs. And so the World Champs would be in my favourite moments, but we're going to talk about that later, so like a bit out. Yeah. But we had awesome weather again, and got to slay some Hezzers, and it's pretty good. Yours?
I know you said you didn't list the Hezzer Slayer because we're talking about it later, but that would have to be pretty high up there for me, especially because my dad took out the trophy at the end, so that was pretty cool.
I'm going to get it.
Oh, that's coming back.
There we go. Here's a Slayer.
A bit dusty or?
No, it's pretty good.
Not too bad.
A little bit dusty. Yeah.
Pretty cool. So yeah, so that would definitely be one. Quabba also, so getting all that drone footage of all the like bait balls and feeding frenzies and stuff that was going on out there. Like I don't think I touched a rod the whole time, so we really weren't set up with the right gear for that sort of stuff or anything. So I pretty much just left it all to Jed. But yeah, being able to get the drone up and capture those like sweet footage of like the sharks and all that, that was really cool. I was pretty stoked with that. And I would probably say Port Gregory, because we were able to have the blowfly. Port Greg's this year, it was just us and our best mates and their kids, and I was able to take my best mate out fishing in the brand new fishing rod that Jed had custom built for her, and she caught a big golden trevally, and she was just absolutely loving it.
Lift it. Yeah. Wind down.
Oh, it's a big trevally.
Oh. Lift her up.
Lift her up. Try and lift her
Oh,
up.
yeah.
There you go.
Wind down.
Wind on your way down.
Nice big golden trevally.
Nice. You can't go any higher.
Yeah. Bring her around this.
You got this. You got this.
Woohoo!
Oh my goodness.
Had to bail off a bit.
Good job.
Sweet. Nice. Sweet.
Look at that.
Nice one, Wen.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jedi.
Beauty.
So yeah, it was really awesome to be able to take them out and have them have those experiences that they wouldn't normally do without us super often. So yeah, that was probably pretty cool.
So we get a few questions, people asking us how long we say we're semi-retired, but how long do we actually work for the year? So I worked it out the other day. I did 5.5 months of work throughout the year, and Kel did a bit over 3.5 months of work. So yeah, and we obviously, the other thing with that is the big factor of trying to explain to people is a lot of the time the work we get is long days and long weeks. So
But short periods
of time. So even saying that, like when we're up in Headland, Kel's doing pretty on much average 6-day weeks, anywhere between 8 to 12 hours a day. And I'm doing like 8 and 6 roster. You know, when you're doing sort of up north, you're doing 80 to 90 hour weeks sometimes, and you're cramming almost 2 weeks work into 1 week. So that's what a lot of people don't understand, is that even though the time frame seems like you're not doing that much, the hours that you're doing, and also the bonus of going up into the Pilbara, the hourly rate is better. So you get better money, more hours, but shorter time. So that's how it works for us at the moment. We're able to travel more, work less, because we're earning more money in less time, but more hours. If that makes sense. So another thing is mods throughout the year. I've written down here. So we've got the new outboard for the boat, which has been awesome. It's a little bit of a game changer for the old one. I have damaged it already, hit the road, my bad. Didn't put the tilt lock in, but it's still running sweet. November last year we did a heap of mods to the front and back of the van, changed up the layout on the outside of the van. So we used to have the boat trailer the year before just floating around in the back of the D-Max in bits, and then we redesigned the back bumper bar of the van, modified all that so the boat trailer fits on the back, and now the outboard fits on a proper little frame which is just over there, and we put that in the back of the D-Max and secure it down so it's way more secure. The motor stays out of all the dust and shit,
I
And
freaking love that little trolley that you modified.
it's
for
wicked,
the,
eh?
so-
Yeah,
'cause
just
I can
modified,
load it.
modified a little
Like-
Bunnings trolley.
Yeah, I can load it in and
Awesome.
out. Like, it's bloody amazing.
Works wicked. And Chris, one of our followers, one of our original gangster followers, he gave us that idea. He sent me some photos and maybe one that he'd done or knew about. Anyway, cheers, Chris. We did a few mods on the front and everything. Rearranged to put fuel cans, dual gas bottles in front of the thing, and we converted to a Weber, which is way better than the Ziggy. Anyway, won't get into that too
Yeah,
much.
that tastes really sour.
We did a 200 amp hour battery upgrade, which has also been a game changer. We got an off-road living slimline 200 amp hour, changed from the other piece of shit that we had. Might be
Brand that will not be mentioned.
the colours of it was black and orange. You'll work it out. Anyway, that was a great upgrade and has given us so much more confidence when we're off grid. We don't have a lot of power sucking implements and tools and stuff, so it's just pretty much running the inverter every now and then the rest of it's 12 volt.
Basically, everything's just to run the computer.
Yeah, when
Majority of the
we're
time.
doing editing, we run the inverter, and other than that, the inverter doesn't really run. So
12 volt for everything else.
we did a rod rack in the van, so obviously I've started making more rods and stuff like that, so I've got to store the rods somewhere while I'm getting built. We put spotlights on the D-Max, so I've got a light bar built into the bull bar, which is an off-road animal one, which is, I've angled it sort of as like driving lights, so it's in front. I do have the headlights on the D-Max, and the standard D-Maxes are shit, and they're terrible.
Yeah,
It's almost like driving the old Landia. It's fucking terrible. Anyway, and then the spotties are a set of firelights, Nemesis 9000s, 24 volt ones, and they are fucking awesome. They're really good. If you want to buy a good quality set of lights that have actually Australian made and researched the shit out of, set of firelights. Another thing I wanted to mention is this year we started a website. It was kind of on the back burner, and it's not about really trying to promote our YouTube channel or anything like that that's small. But we both like to keep busy and doing stuff, so it's a way of like, I make some fishing rigs, and I've always sold knives on the side when I used to make knives. So it's a little bit more of a back burner in being able to sort of really learn about making websites and stuff like that. It's kind of interesting, and also sell a little bit of stuff, a little bit of side hustle on the side. Yeah. But the main part of it was I want to get better at writing sort of blog posts in the future. It's just something that, yeah.
Well, and there's stuff that we get asked, like when we do meet people and talk about, you know, like what we do and like how we live our life. People are like, oh, how do you afford that? Or what do you things do you have to camp with? Or, you know, so those sorts of things.
What's a bit of a backstory on you?
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a...
So it's a way to...
It's more of a hub to
have
sort of have everything in one sort of basket, have a little e-commerce shop, but we've got some stickers and whatever on there. And then we sort of promote the Pink Ribbon Fishing thing we'll talk about in a minute, and and then add some blog posts, and you can subscribe to our website, and I chuck a newsletter out there every now and then, and bits and pieces what's going on.
Good to be involved in, because you might get sneaky discount codes and giveaways
and free stuff.
Yep. But yeah, the other big part of the website that we do explain in a bit more detail than probably what we've done on YouTube or anything like that has been Pink Ribbon Fishin and the raffle, and why we started the raffle and doing all that stuff. So we are in our second year of the raffle, and it actually, ticket sales close in an hour.
Oh yeah.
Which is pretty
55 minutes.
55 minutes. Pretty much everyone that was on board last year was back on board this year, which was amazing. Some in bigger roles than they were last year. Bryce Knight, who from Night 6 Custom Rods, who made the grips for Jed's rod last year, he jumped on board and built our entire first prize rod this year, which was bloody amazing.
Awesome.
Whitey's completely stepped to the next level and donated a reel for that rod. and a really nice reel for it. And that was the big thing with this year. That was Jed's big goal. Was last year was awesome and we loved the prizes and everyone who won the prizes was amazing, but we felt really bad sort of giving people rods without reels. So that was
making it a combo package.
Just making it so if the person who wins isn't really a fisherman or fisher lady, fisher person, they are good to go with what they win. So
and the same as with the prizes, other than maybe the spear gun, but like the rods were like an everyday rod.
A bit more like multi-purpose rods this year, and then also adding the spear gun because obviously that is something that, while he might not be great at it, we enjoy and want to get better at. So
I just like pulling that trigger. Just like at anything.
Just want to shoot shit.
Shoot rocks. Don't care.
Not recommended.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Kyle is a good mate of Jed's, and they worked together years ago, and he jumped on board and did such an amazing job of it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And literally, like, we've done the boat show, the four-wheel drive show, and a couple of markets, and we've had everything on display, and that spear gun has stopped crowds, like,
I think
dead in
people
their
bought
tracks.
tickets just so they could win the
Just
gun.
to see that.
And they have no idea about what spearfishing is.
No, it just looks
They're
cool.
just like, I want that. I don't know why I want that, but I need that.
And even people, like, we'd get people, like, the spear gun would stop them, and then they'd come in and see the rest of the prizes and like, shit, yeah, I need to be in this. So, yeah, really cool. So proud of it. So excited to draw it on Sunday afternoon or tomorrow afternoon by this, and actually get some people some prizes, and yeah, it's been awesome. Really cool.
And we're still up in the air about how we run it next year. We're just trying to look at options for Australia-wide. Obviously it costs us a lot of money, which I don't give a fuck about, but it's like it costs us money to get permits and all this other background stuff involved, and then we also have a small patron group of about 11 or 12 of us. So people that support us, and all that money through Patreon goes to these. So that went to building the spear gun and the first prize rod. So we, as a patron team, supplied them with the money to be able to get those things built.
And the third prize reel.
And the third prize reel, that sort of stuff. Yeah. So it sort of all works like that, and we're just trying to work out a way where we can get Australia involved, the rest of Australia involved. Because
the big thing I reckon too that's been awesome this year is actually being in person at the shows and stuff, and being able to show off this stuff and see like people's reaction to it and wanting to be involved, and talking to other people who've been through similar sort of stuff. And you know, we've met some really lovely like husbands and wives that, and some a lot older than me, but have been through it more recently, and things like that, that you just go like, this is why we're doing it. Like, it's really cool.
Yeah, gives you the feel goods.
Yeah.
You know, it affects a lot of people. It's affected us, and then we just want to help out some way. But still trying to keep it fun at the same time. And that's if we go to the next level.
Stay tuned for next year. Yeah. Not sure.
Yeah, we're just not too sure what's going to happen. I also want to give a big mention to our mate Justin, who owns Top Gun. He jumped on the second year in a row. He donates our major prize for the whole raffle, which is a 6-night liveaboard charter. And that, just being involved in the raffle, creates so many people just wanting to buy tickets.
Yeah. It's something that a lot of people wouldn't normally just go and do them on their own. So it's like, well, $5, I'll win it, and who knows?
And they'll go do it, and you don't have to be a fisher person, and you can take all your shit you win and go and give it a crack, and it's just awesome. And you come back with,
you don't even have to,
an esky full of fillets, and they've done it all for you. Yeah, so that's awesome. Cheers, Justin, for doing that.
Yeah,
and that's
legend.
awesome. What else we got? What does next year look like?
What does next year look like?
From now on.
The rest of this year and into next year. So the rest of this year at this point is like fairly certain. Next year, not so much. So for the rest of the year, Jed's still got 3 weeks left of work at his old job. Then we've got 2 or 3 weeks before Christmas to go and do some little missions. Want to get back down to Augusta, maybe some diving at Hamlin, things like that. Do all that sort of stuff. Christmas at home again, because it is nice when we're away for big chunks of the year that we can spend this time of year at home when the weather's the best, which is really nice. We will be hanging around probably for the first couple of weeks of January. We're not going to do the farm sit again. It's not going to quite work out for us, unfortunately. Hang around for my mum's birthday early January, and then the plan is to head towards South Australia, we're thinking. So
January.
Yeah, so I think South Australia, their school holidays finish like a week before the WA one. Not the school holidays makes a huge difference to travel around Australia these days anyway. It seems to be busy no matter what time of year. But my dad lives down near Esperance, so we're going to sort of head in that direction towards the mid to end of January. Be ready to go into South Australia pretty much as soon as school holidays finish, and then get back to a bunch of places. So we did a lap in 2012, and we didn't have a tinny or anything like that. We didn't have an off-road van.
We're off-grid.
We had barely off-grid. We had the Jenny.
We do it like a day.
And we found some really cool little spots through South Australia, even with that setup, that we'd really like to get back to, especially with the tinny now. So that's the plan for sort of end of January all of Feb, and then probably South Coast of WA again, a couple of the really cool places that we found last year. Like 18 months ago. Jed's parents might come down with their camper and stuff and come and meet us along the way, and then do that South Coast up to Walpole for
Herring Slaying World Championship. So last year we started the Herring Slaying World Championship. For what we know, and we can't find anything different, it's the first one of its kind. So we just claimed it. It is what it is. I don't know what you have to do to become a world championship, but it's...
You have to catch the biggest herring on the weekend that we decide.
Exactly. So that'll be mid-March. I think it's on the Friday the 15th and Saturday the 16th. So running it on a Friday and Saturday. People can come to either
16th.
Either or either. So we're all camping at the Coal Mine Beach Caravan Park in Walpole. They already know about this. They've already been told that there's a herring slaying world championship being held on that weekend. So if you want to book and you want to join, it's $10 entry. Heaviest herring, winner takes all. And you get your name on the trophy. It hangs up in Dad's shed near his TV.
Please knock my dad off his perch, because fuck me, we have heard nothing else for the last 9-10 months.
If you're a world champ, that's what you can do.
He was pretty stoked when he got recognised at the boat show.
Oh yeah, the boat show. Yeah. Someone was even wanted to take a photo with him, but it was a bit Anyway, we're doing the Herring Slaying World Championship. We're going to put some more info on that, but people already started to book. I think there's about 40 people already booked. If you want to be involved and you want to catch some herring. And
the good thing with that area, so the place we went last year was amazing. Like, it's such a good spot. We love going there, especially for the salmon run and stuff like that. But it's very limited in as far as accessibility and things like that.
You have to have a four-wheel drive.
You have to have a four-wheel drive. You can't take a caravan or anything like that. And so we wanted to just make it a little bit easier for a few more people that wanted to come. So Walpole is the ultimate for us for that, like in that, so we stay at Coal Mine Beach. They have caravan, powered, unpowered, chalets, there's all that. You're right near Walpole itself, which has so many accommodation options. Like, it works a lot better for everyone in
That'd be
that
good.
way. So I
So
think
we might see how this year goes, and if that goes pretty good, we'll probably try and make it a common thing a couple of weeks before school holidays. It's not that busy there, and
you still get decent weather.
And then we do the Friday and Saturday, so if people can only make the Saturday, that's fine. You can still fish the Saturday, but we draw it Saturday night, so.
And then that way we can have
a couple of these,
have a few drinks, have a
go
big
home
barbie,
Sunday.
have a bit of fun, and the people that have to leave like first thing Sunday can go.
Yeah.
People that don't, like, will be there till probably Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. So
I think we're booked till Tuesday.
Yeah, I think most people have made a bit of a long weekend out of it.
Yeah, so, you know, like it's, although...
You've got to do a few practice runs to see where the big herring are.
Yeah, you might need to.
Yeah.
Although, this time we won't be fishing into Sunday morning like we did last time. Obviously, being a different location, it just makes more sense to cut it off, like, and it'll probably be like dusk.
Yeah.
On Saturday night. And then everyone come back and go from there.
Yeah. Family friendly event.
Yeah.
So it'd be pretty good. And then after that, we have no idea.
Pretty much from there on, it is still a big old question mark.
Yeah, we're trying a few things.
What we do.
Obviously the last 2 years have been fairly similar in our migration north-south. And this year coming, we're trying out a few options. Years ago, we worked on a cattle station. Kel was a cook, I was a mechanic, and we did the mustering season in northern Queensland. Awesome location, heaps of fishing, untouched coastline in the Gulf of Carpentaria. It was just awesome.
Yeah, it was really
Anyway, I've already contacted them. They've got a cook for next year. The same cook who's been cooking for them for a bit. And so we're just going down that alley of trying to find a similar position
on a coastal property.
On a coastal property that would obviously work for us. We, maybe I am addicted to fishing, so I need that. And I can't be stuck in the middle of Alice Springs for 6 months. So we're just going to throw our resumes out. There's a few recruitment mobs that deal purely with rural properties, and so that's our next goal in the next couple of weeks, is to throw them out there. See what happens. If we get something back within the next sort of 3 or 4 months that sort of ticks all those boxes, then we might consider doing that. And it's not about a money thing for us. It's about like a lifestyle, and we'll even probably do a job share where we both like to cook. So we'll probably do like a cook roll or something like that, where we'll both do on one wage, but 2 of us for the same wage.
We'll just see how things go.
We'll just put the feelers out there and see what happens.
We have definitely learnt that shit works itself out.
It works itself out every time. And then Headland obviously is a fallback
Headland's
position.
An option.
And I mean, some people hate the joint. We don't mind it. It's pretty good. And
Enjoy
then the
it.
whole system works for us pretty good. That's about it. So we're just gonna try and do that for next year. Try and see if we can find something, and then go from there. And that's about it.
Except, I just realised I actually have forgotten something. Bear with me.
Okay.
Oh, please. Alright, so I got you something.
You got me something?
Yeah.
A present?
Yeah. And originally I was going to save it till Christmas, and then we were talking about filming this, and I was like, I'm going to give it to him. This is kind of cool.
What if I don't like it?
Well, then that sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Okay, so... this is funny. Alright, so start with this one.
Do I open it? It's a Lego man with a spear gun and a can of beer.
And...
What the fuck? And a fish. What's that one?
Well,
Is that you?
You gotta open the
Hang on, I gotta
rest.
put the Lego man together. Fish and rod. Did you get him custom made?
Might have.
That is fucking wicked. I'll give you a close up. Hang on. Here's spear gun. Oh,
Except you've only done
oh,
half.
I've got the beer upside down.
Oh.
Here we go. Shit, yeah.
Now you got to do the other half.
The other funny fact about this is, yeah, I was once a Lego building state champion. Anyway, back in the day, when I was 12. Oh, what the fuck? Where's your utensils?
Well, I'm going to hold the fishing rod while you hold the spear gun.
Oh. That is fucking funny. And this has this is Kelly. This is Kelly, and we've got Old Mate Adventures. You can have the what do you want to hold?
Well, so probably makes more sense for me to have the fishing rod
Yeah,
or the beer. I'll just have the beer.
Yeah. Kel just has the beer, and I'm just deciding on what I'm going to do for the day.
Yeah.
That's wicked. Where'd you find them?
Online. Switzerland.
Minifigs.
Yeah. Minifigs UK, I think it is. But then they got shipped from Switzerland.
Got the curls going on?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, nice. I've got a bit of a
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of hair options. I was like, can't get like a little silver fox or...
That's awesome. Oh, cheers. Boom. That's wicked. I also want to say thanks to everyone that came and say g'day over the boat show and the four-wheel drive show.
Sorry if we're super awkward when you say
Yeah.
you know us, because
I'm still not getting used to that.
it's kind of weird to think.
And, yeah, that was awesome. That was pretty good.
It was
And-
really cool.
And everyone who bought me snakes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So many snakes. It's
I
insane.
went through 2 packets this week at work. I gave
He
some.
doesn't share anything with me.
Give them out. And, and yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So thanks everyone. Thanks for that. That's pretty cool.
Oh.
That's it.
Here's the next 12 months.
Let's do it.
That raffle closing in very soon. And we'll go from there.
Alright, sweet. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm empty though.
Sucks for you.